Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Top 10 Songs. We are back again in Rock Fantasy in Middletown, New York with owner-proprietor Steve Keeler and, of course, Nick Franco. So we're talking about Anthrax today, right? One of the legendary thrash bands on the U.S. thrash scene for the last 35 years, however long it's been. So you know how this works. We're going to go round robin, start off at number 10, work our way to number 1. Steve's going to kick us off with his number 10. His number 10.
Number 10 is Armed and Dangerous of Spreading the Disease.
Disease. Spreading the disease.
Anthrax, get it?
Yes.
The disease.
Okay, Boomer.
Then people started sending Anthrax in letters. Then Anthrax got blamed for it.
Terrible stuff.
Hey, any press is good press.
What do you got for number 10?
Me?
Yes.
I'm going with the Persistence of Time album, One Man Stands. It's one of the very, very deep tracks. Just love it. It's definitely relevant to that era of socio-political times with the Soviet Union falling. Really good driving song with a good vocal by our man, Joey Belladonna.
That was the last album he was in before he split,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think it is their best album.
Exactly. My number 10 from Among the Living, I Am the Law.
That's around no more.
That's right.
On the law. Judge Dredd.
That's right. Number 9, what do you got, Steve?
Among the Living. We are among the living right now still, so it's good. Breathing.
That's a great tune. Yeah. It's a good tune.
It's the first one I heard by them.
Once in a while I hear Flash Gordon yell. In the background. We're not doing a Queen top 10 though.
No.
My number 9 is I Am the Law.
There you go. All right.
Copycat.
Just the height of their, very kind of thrash meets,
Evil laugh kind of
just not going to say that they were hip hop in it, but
well, they were just doing this
it had a lot of
crossover
rhyming,
thing. Yeah,
but it wasn't in a nauseating. Like,
they became very
metal
thrash
kind of
light at a
point.
certain point.
Yeah,
it's like, but what are you gonna do?
But I was 11. I loved it.
My number 9. I'm gonna go back to their first album, Fistful of Metal. How about Subjugator?
Yeah.
Kick-ass tune, right? Their first album was pretty different. All right.
It could be all the best songs in my top 10 from that album.
I know a lot of people who like
tracks much better than what they turned.
I mean, their first 2 albums are just very different. But, all right, what do you got, Steve?
We're at number 8 now?
Number 8, yep.
I Am the Law. Bunch of copycats here. Judge Dredd.
I have Armed and Dangerous. That's a nice crossover between almost like a power metal and a thrash. It's a good crossover between those two styles. Thank you. Done really well.
Standing ovation in the background for that.
We're gonna get pinball.
Done really well.
It's pinball.
It's pinball time. That's all right. That's all right.
You're gonna hear more.
Pinball is your number 7.
Number 7 is Caught in the Mouse.
I didn't do my number 8 yet.
He didn't do his number 8
Oh, I thought you were trying to go.
He's starting trouble over here.
You got me on a turn. Now you've been disqualified.
My number 8, I'm going to go to the Sound of White Noise album with Mr. John Bush on vocals. I dig that album a lot. I'm going to go with Only.
All right, I had no speaker. Oh, sorry.
Only is good.
I dig Only. It's a different kind of tune for them, but I like it a lot.
Only is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, Steve, now you're number 7.
Number 7 or number 6?
Number 7.
No, 7.
Oh, wait.
Caught.
Yeah, number 7. Yep.
Caught in the Mouse.
Caught in the Mosh.
I had to take notes for something.
All right. He's got to drop that for a second. Nick, what do you got?
Number 7, I got back to Persistence of Time, the song In My World.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's got a great, just a great vocal line. Yeah, I find that I like Belladonna when he kept his voice I didn't mind his higher pitched stuff, but really good when he sings just kind of at a middle range, really worked.
For me, I think the Spreading the Disease album has some of his best vocals on it.
Oh, yeah.
For me personally, I don't know. Yeah, his voice changed a bit over the years.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting into their newer stuff.
Me too.
But whatever. All right, for my number 7, I'm going to go back to the Sound of White Noise album, Potter's Field.
It's a good one.
Great album. I'd say great tune, great album. I remember when that first came out, a lot of people were like, oh my God, Joey's gone. How's it going to work with John Bush? But I was a real big Armored Saint fan before he joined. So for me, it's kind of like it was a good meeting between the two, so to speak. So
I had no reference point for John Bush, but at that time,
he's a great singer.
the inevitable sort of shift in metal toward grunge was happening, whether I liked it or not.
Yeah.
And I think I dipped my toes in that a little bit with Nirvana, Alice in Chains. So I think I was prepared for John Bush's vocal, which is more powerful than that style.
Oh, yeah.
But still sort of reminiscent of it.
I can't.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked that
I,
album.
I agree with you. Number 6, Steve. You came back just in time. So you didn't miss. Oh, there you go.
She's staring at you. Something like that, right?
Something like that.
That's a good one. All right, Nick, number 6.
Number 6 would be the first Anthrax song that ever connected with me when I was in 6th or 7th grade, Among the Living, from that dark toned beginning, you know, dun, 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 and it just builds the tension. And that stomping beat that they became known for, which, like it or not, is fun in a live setting. So, love the subject matter of the lyrics, about the stand, and good stuff.
My number 6 is Among the Living.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's a great. It's probably my. Well, it's one of my 2 favorite tunes off that album. That album, I think, was still really good.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went downhill from it. In fact, I don't have anything on my list.
Oh, you didn't like Persistence of Time? You weren't a big fan?
No, I like it. None of it made my list, but the Euphoria album, or what was it called?
State of Euphoria.
State of Euphoria. I'm not a big fan of that at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I think that was kind of a misstep for them. But
Yep.
number 5, Steve.
It's a madhouse.
So they say.
So they say.
It's starting to be a madhouse in here, right? Jeez.
Hopefully it will. It's a little quiet in here right now.
Yeah.
They know you're filming. Like Nick threw a few people out. And he's like, quiet on the set.
Now you just can't leave.
Pete actually has a director with him here today.
That's right. Sam is over here.
I might make sure that director's not the door lock or something.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
5?
Number 5.
Death Rider from the first album.
Yeah.
Awesome. Straight up solid metal storm. Love it.
That was on my original top 10 and it got booted. It's on my honorable mention. That's a great tune.
Someone gave me that CD in, like, I don't know, the late 80s. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great kick off
Still have it.
the album track, like one of those great like intro tunes,
yeah.
I think. My number 5, I'm going back to Sound of White Noise again. Room for One More.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
If we did a
raging
top,
track.
15, I would have had some of those ones you
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah, that's a good album. I dig it a lot.
Yep.
Steve, what do you got for number 4?
I've got Death from Above off of the first album.
Yeah.
We're getting into
Fistful of Metal.
Really heavier style, almost more of like an Overkill style. I thought that
Yeah,
first
the
album.
first album, yeah, quite different than what they would
A
become.
lot thrashier, a little more aggressive, I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Nick, number 3.
4-3.
Oh, 4. Sorry.
Soldiers of Metal. Also from Fistful of Metal.
Yeah, that is good.
And I will say that that first album has aged better, despite its very old school sound, has aged better than that middle thrash they did.
Yeah, because my problem with a lot of the Anthrax stuff is I don't think it has aged well at all.
Right, and like we said with the lyrics before, it's very
Yeah.
conducive to certain times and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean,
But they tried to have this big crossover appeal, and that like kind of turned me off.
Yeah.
But those early albums, I think, are still really good. So, my number 4 from Spreading the Disease. How about The Enemy? Mm-hmm. All right.
that's a good deep track.
Yeah, that is a good one. Good deep track. What do you got for number 3, Stu?
Howling Furies from the first album.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those first 2 albums. Any of those tunes, really good. What do you got for number 3?
Number 3, Caught in a Mosh. Just the rebellious song of my youth.
A fun tune.
Yeah.
And I remember like
So,
the
Steve,
mosh pit.
you want me
during
in?
Good melodies to it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Need some hot water in there. You see?
Yeah, we're making a video. All right.
That's backwards.
Cool.
Who is it?
It is. You got hot. We got hot water in the second rock fancy. If you ever come, way off topic here. That's just the opposite of any home or anywhere
Boomers
else. The hot water's to the right.
Just boomers everywhere.
Boomers everywhere, you know.
Don't know
Yeah, you're a boomer.
No.
He's like, no, I refuse to be a boomer.
Categorically,
You
it is
are.
untrue.
I know I am. There's
Generation
no way
X.
around that. So.
The last
Boomers
useful
put the hot water
generation.
to the right. Is that what you're saying? All right. What are we at?
Number 3, Madhouse from Spreading the Disease.
This is
It's a madhouse for crying out loud. So,
It's not a
Steve.
madhouse in here right now.
No, well, it'll be.
Lion King in the North.
It's a Madhouse in the pinball room, I think is what it sounds like.
Oh, you did your
Number two, Steve.
Metal thrashing mad.
Ah,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
From the first album, I believe, isn't it?
I see a trend here.
I'm going to break that trend with Medusa. That's one of the most complete. Again, it's that balancing that fine line between power metal and the crossover thrash that they were going to do.
Yeah, well, that album
Love
was
that
big
song.
for that. Yep. I agree. It's a good one.
Great classic sound.
My number two from Among the Living. I don't think anybody's talked about today. How about Little Indians?
I was just thinking.
Cry
that
for the
one
Indians.
I had Indians, but I crossed it out.
I like that tune. I still can listen to that tune today.
And that middle section where they say war dance and
Yeah.
everybody goes nuts.
That's
in
when
the
the
head.
mosh pit kicks
That
in.
was a great live tune. If you were going to see
I
Anthrax back
saw
in the day.
Anthrax about 3 times
They're always
last
good
year,
live.
opening up for the Slayer tour. So
They're always good live. I last saw them open for Motorhead before Let Me Down.
We are at number one. What do you
I
guys
am the
think?
Death Rider.
Yeah, Death Rider's good.
Death Rider from the first album. Yep.
Yep.
I really went heavy on the first album.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
And I have a note here as Scott Ian fans. This is an album by Scott Ian. It is called the Black Knight Pinball Machine. And
Black
Scott
Knight
Ian
Pinball. Sword of
and
Rage.
Brendan Small did this album, and Brendan did the keyboards and some guitar on it, and rhythm guitar and noise was Scott Ian, and bass guitar Scott Ian, and Black Knight voice was by Scott Ian. And we have the game here if you ever want to come play it. This is the Black Knight Pinball Planetary Pinball Supply label, and this was done by Stern Pinball. It was very limited. I just thought it was an interesting note since we're doing an
Cool.
Anthrax
A
thing.
little bit of Anthrax trivia there.
They asked him to come in and do the leads to redo that game because originally it was a Black Knight 1980 Williams, and it was a Black Knight 2000, and it had like that real iconic theme. So they asked Scott Ian to go in and do it. I think
Cool.
Kerry King was in the running for it at one time.
Ah, interesting.
I'm gonna walk around and I'll be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back. It's just you and me, guys.
Yeah, you. Number one.
Number one. Yes, we got some
My number
ones
one
here.
all-time favorite Anthrax song is "Belly of the Beast" from Persistence of Time. To me, it's the
Yeah.
most complete, epic metal.
I gotta go re-listen to that album. I haven't heard it in a long time. That
Belly
was a
of the
good
Beast.
tune. Yeah,
That always got me.
that's a good one. My number one. Armed and Dangerous.
Very easily being.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good album. I like
They hit it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes they didn't.
I was
lot
a
more
big,
often they
big
did.
fan, and then I just they hit a point, and I was like,
Yeah, they were
not really
gateway band for me.
digging this. And then I really got back into them again when John Bush joined, but only for like that album. And then I was
was it.
like, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So, and I've tried to get into their more recent stuff, and it just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, they just can't compete to me with some of the better thrashier.
Yeah, you know,
bands
like
out
I mean,
there.
geez, you got Overkill killing it, Exodus still killing it.
Yep.
You know, Megadeth's still been doing some really good stuff. I mean, a lot of Creator and Destruction and all those guys. It's like they're still doing great thrash albums, and then you hear the Anthrax stuff, and it's just kind of like,
a little forced.
yeah. But some good tunes though from throughout their career.
And
so-
by all accounts, good guys. Like
yeah, I mean, yeah,
you know,
yeah. So they got their niche and they do it well, and it is what it is.
they're very successful, and we won't begrudge them that.
That's right. So that's what we got. Top 10 songs, Anthrax, guys. For Steve Keeler, Nick Franco, Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're on YouTube all the damn time. Let us know your favorite 10 Anthrax tunes below in the comments and feedback section, and we'll see you guys real soon. We come right back with Enslaved and Amorphous Top 10 songs. You don't want to miss them. Take care.